And this refers not to just to, this refers not so much to a botched abortion, right? But what about the child in utero? In utero, the child who is still within the mother, and this is a federal law that lists a whole range of like 60 different federal crimes of violence, and if those are against a female that's carrying a child, then the act explicitly provides that it may not be, explicitly provides that punishment for those, because of those crimes, would be also committed against that particular child in utero, should that child be put to death, die as a result of it. So I guess what I'm clumsily trying to say is this Unborn Victims of Violence Act makes the child unborn in the womb a legal victim if he or she is injured or killed during the commission of any number of federal crimes, okay? But at the same time, that law also prohibits it being applied to any woman or any person who seeks an abortion. So I'm telling you, it really gets convoluted. But see, this is what happens when we allow legislators to try to create laws that are aligned with the vast moral spectrum, which is our society. Laws should protect. Laws should be ethical. They should be moral, and they should protect and even protect the most vulnerable in our society. And so the law, was hailed by those who said, finally, the U.S. government is saying that not using the person, but that victim of a crime is actually a child in utero within the mother. But then also vilified by others that said, well, no, because now that's a law that's taken a step toward the federal government saying what's inside that woman is a person. And of course, if that which is inside of her is a person, then what happens to Roe versus Wade? What happens to Doe versus Bolton? It's like it's one more step towards just overturning that, and the rights of that fetus, of the unborn, being consistent with those of the 14th Amendment and those of the pursuit of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, those who are endowed by their Creator with unalienable rights, and all those things attached to the person inside the womb. So I want to leave it there. We'll pick it up with some other things. So where we're going with this is we'll spend a little bit time on a rundown of the law, so you get a little bit. I'm not a lawyer, I'm not a medical doctor, but I will give you just a little bit on the law regarding that. But we want to circle back to the arguments and I just have one kind of simplified document just to walk through the argument, just a primary, maybe two or three arguments with regard to the defense of abortion. So I have actually created arguments for a secular setting where I make no appeal to God, I make no appeal to the Bible. Actually somebody challenged me about this in a secular setting and said, hey, can you, and he was a non-Christian, I know what you're going to say in defense of abortion. You're going to start pointing at God, and you're going to start pointing at Bible verses. And I said, I can make a perfectly cogent, rational case why it's immoral to have an abortion without making those types of theological claims. So I'll be happy to share that with you just a little bit, because I think that's a good starting point with someone who might be contemplating that themselves. Okay, so we'll leave it there.